Why confidence feels rare today, and how some men quietly build it, the modern paradox. Never in history have people been more connected, and never have so many felt internally uncertain. Information is everywhere. Advice is endless. Opinions are loud. Yet confidence feels scarce. Most men don't lack ambition. They lack internal certainty. And that difference shapes everything: how they speak, how they walk into a room, how others respond before a single word is exchanged. This story is about a man who didn't lack ability, but lacked grounding. And how that changed. A life lived in comparison. Michael lived a respectable life. Stable job. Decent routine. Social enough. But inside, his mind never rested. Every room became a scoreboard. Who's doing better? Who's more confident? Who commands more attention? Michael didn't feel inferior until he compared. And comparison followed him everywhere. Social media intensified it. Conversations amplified it. Confidence, to Michael, looked like something others were born with. That belief quietly shaped his posture, his tone, his choices. The unspoken cost of seeking validation. Michael believed confidence came from approval. So he adapted constantly. He agreed quickly. Avoided disagreement. Softened his opinions. Externally, he was likable. Internally, he was fragmented. Every approval felt temporary. Every silence felt like rejection. This is the hidden cost of validation seeking. When your worth depends on response, you never feel stable. And instability is always felt, long before it's noticed. The day the illusion broke. One evening, Michael attended a small gathering. Nothing unusual. But one moment changed everything. A man across the room spoke calmly, disagreeing with someone more dominant. No aggression. No defensiveness. Just clarity. The room didn't turn against him. Instead, it leaned in. Michael noticed something unsettling. Confidence didn't come from approval. It came from self-trust. That man wasn't checking reactions. He was anchored. The misunderstanding about confidence. Michael had believed confidence was speaking louder, being charismatic, having the right words. But real confidence is quieter. It's the absence of internal negotiation. Confident people are not constantly asking, "Am I okay right now?" They already know. That realization exposed Michael's core issue. He didn't trust himself. Self-trust is the foundation. Self-trust isn't built through success alone. It's built through alignment. When your actions match your values, even in small ways, confidence grows. Michael realized how often he betrayed himself. Saying yes when he meant no. Laughing when he disagreed. Staying silent to avoid discomfort. Each compromise seemed minor. Collectively, they eroded self-respect. The rebuilding process begins. Michael didn't change overnight. He began with one principle. Tell the truth, politely, calmly, and without justification. At first, it felt uncomfortable. But something unexpected happened. His anxiety decreased. Because when you stop lying, especially to yourself, your nervous system relaxes. There's no performance to maintain. The role of emotional regulation. Confidence is often mistaken for bravado. But confidence is actually emotional regulation. It's the ability to stay steady when outcomes are uncertain. Michael noticed that confident people weren't unafraid. They were unreactive. They didn't rush to fix discomfort. They allowed silence. They allowed pauses. They allowed disagreement. And that steadiness communicated strength. Why calmness is interpreted as power. Human beings subconsciously associate calmness with control. If someone remains grounded under pressure, we assume they are capable. Michael began practicing stillness. Slowing speech. Maintaining eye contact. Pausing before responding. Not as techniques, but as reflections of internal calm. Confidence followed naturally. The difference between attention and respect. Michael once chased attention. Now he noticed something deeper. Respect arrived quietly. People listened longer. Interruptions decreased. Conversations felt balanced. Respect comes when others sense that you don't need them to agree. That independence is felt immediately. When confidence changes relationships. Michael's relationships changed, not dramatically, but meaningfully. He attracted people who respected boundaries. He lost people who thrived on compliance. That loss felt uncomfortable, but necessary. Confidence filters your environment. Not everyone benefits from your growth. The return of doubt, and why it didn't win. Doubt didn't disappear. But it no longer controlled Michael. He learned that confidence doesn't mean certainty. It means stability amid uncertainty. When doubt arose, he didn't fight it. He stayed grounded. That alone changed its power. Why confidence is built in solitude. Confidence is not built in crowds. It's built in quiet moments of integrity. When no one is watching. When choices reflect values. When comfort is sacrificed for alignment. Those moments accumulate. And people feel the result, without knowing why. The long-term transformation. Michael didn't become dominant. He became centered. He didn't command rooms. He grounded them. Confidence didn't make him louder. It made him clearer. The deeper truth. Confidence is not about becoming more. It's about removing internal friction. When who you are aligns with how you act, confidence emerges naturally. Not as performance, but as presence. Final reflection. The world doesn't respond to who you pretend to be. It responds to who you are comfortable being. Confidence is not earned through applause. It's earned through self-respect practiced daily. Quietly. Consistently. And once it's built, it doesn't need to announce itself. It's already felt.